Good morning and thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. We appreciate that. A lot to talk about this morning, a lot to get to, but first we'll say hello to meteorologist Scot Haney. Got to check on that first alert forecast. Hey Scott, good morning.
Was I cut off?
You were.
I'm fighting to hold it.
I was just
you were done.
You're done here.
I'm done. You're out. The music is playing. First Alert Live Radar. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wax. You never know what's going to happen on the Wiggity Wax. Some showers and thunderstorms rolled through the Cape and the islands overnight. You can see them right there. But that's a part of a bigger storm system that's making a run towards the north and east. It's gone. So we're enjoying partly sunny. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Torrington. Look at this.
Clouds.
Right? Here go the clouds. Here comes the sun. I promise you, about 7, 8, 9 o'clock this morning, those clouds will be making a departure from west to east. Visibility at a perfect 10, and we're going to take you into the Big E because you've got the big W, the big win today. It's going to be absolutely spectacular with 80-degree warmth and abundantly sunny skies. So dress for summer. Lightweight, light-colored clothing, T-shirts and shorts. Make sure you got a hat on. Also, make sure you've got your sunscreen and your sunglasses if you're going to the Big E. You're going to need them both. Rocky Hill, our vantage point towards the skyline of Hartford, looks good. Abundant this during the day today. The sunshine, Jimmy Dean sunshine sausage graphic. And as we roll out the bus, kids, you will be outside for recess today. And for the ride home, the windows and the bus will be open with a temperature of 77 at the shore, 80 degrees inland. What a day it's going to be. Again, turning brighter and warmer. Tomorrow's even warmer than today, and then a big cool down for the upcoming weekend. I'll have more information on that coming up a little bit later on the Wax. In the meantime, Kate, good morning.
All right, good morning. Hey, if you're just heading out the door, we are following a first alert for you in Meriden. Let's get you those details right now. This is on 91 northbound between exits 18 and 20. We've got the right lane there blocked off. You can see that this is involving a tractor trailer. DOT telling us that an incident happened just a short time ago here, but unfortunately the damage is done for the morning commute. We've got about 2 miles worth of delays here again through the Meriden area 91 northbound around exits 18 to 20. So just give yourself plenty of time to get through that. Also dealing with some delays here through Southington 84 eastbound because of that overnight construction that has yet to wrap. Most of the overnight construction across the rest of the state totally over and done with, but here in Southington, we're still dealing with active road projects here. Again, 84 eastbound. This is right by exit 31, and that's why we're seeing some slowdowns here. Again, towards Hartford, Waterbury to Hartford here, 84 eastbound, and then normal delays 95 southbound towards the George Washington Bridge. But again, that crash involving a tractor trailer in Meriden. We're still dealing with some road work in Southington. Give yourself some time as you're heading out the door. Let's check out your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Well, this morning, we expect to get more information from police about a large investigation that shut down a neighborhood and delayed kids from getting home from school.
Yeah, at one point, a school less than a mile from this scene was put into lockdown as well. Your reporter, Marcy Jones, has more on that investigation. It caused a lot of confusion for the community.
All things calm and quiet here at JFK School. However, that was a very different scene yesterday when there was lots of confusion as well as concern. A huge police presence shut down roads as well as affected dismissal across the district and even put JFK School in lockdown. Now members of the community are asking why. The chaotic scene unfolded Wednesday afternoon on Matthew Lane, just a mile from JFK School, where a neighbor tells us she heard gunshots and saw police in tactical gear surrounding a home. Another neighbor tells Eyewitness News she saw a man taken away in handcuffs, loaded onto an ambulance. Police from multiple agencies responded, including state police and SWAT. The town only confirming there were no injuries, and only JFK School was placed in lockdown, but the impact was felt district-wide. Dismissals were delayed for hours, with buses stuck behind road closures until the scene cleared around 7:30 at night. While police are still calling this, quote, an active investigation, neighbors say they hope to get clarity on what exactly happened.
I heard the shot because I was out here talking to him and I said, can I come out? He says, no. He said, you can't come out right now. And then we heard, as I was talking to him, there was the shots fired. He says, no shots fired, you cannot come out.
Again, all schools in the district are operating as normal this morning, and there is no threat to the community. That was confirmed by police, and we are expecting to get an update from them later today. Your reporter in Windsor, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Windsor, not the only district interrupted because of a police investigation yesterday. Southington High School also delayed dismissal because of a wanted suspect that was right in the area of nearby Darling Street. Pinpoint News Tracker shows you the location here. And police thought that suspect might be armed, and it was quite close to the high school. So he was taken into custody. All students were allowed to leave for the day after that.
A heads up, if you had plans to go to the DMV today, services are back up and running after an outage caused some major disruptions. All in-person services were canceled Wednesday, so if you missed your appointment, you can expect to hear from the DMV to schedule a new time.
Well, right now in East Hartford, police need your help finding the driver who they say stole a government vehicle and then crashed it into multiple police cars last night. Investigators used the vehicle's tracking device to locate it in Manchester. No one was hurt.
This morning, the Federal Reserve cut the interest rate by a quarter point and is expected to make 2 more interest rate cuts later this year. It is the first cut since December, and the Fed's trying to balance a slowdown in hiring while continuing to bring inflation closer to its target rate of 2%. Wall Street is mostly up in pre-market trading this morning. The Dow Jones ended the day up by about 250 points. The Nasdaq and S&P fell slightly. The Fed forecasted 1 rate cut next year, though economists hoped for more. The board chair says he wants to remain cautious.
And this morning, a Bristol teenager is recovering after being hurt when he was hit by a car while walking to the bus stop yesterday. The victim is expected to survive. The crash is still under investigation this morning, but neighbors say that area of King Street is quite dangerous. Drivers are reminded to slow down, especially now that students are back in school.
And a scary commute for some in Norwich here. Take a look at this bus on fire. You can see heavy smoke and the back of the bus in a big ball of flames. It happened near Lafayette Street. Everyone thankfully was able to get off the bus safely. Investigators are now looking into what caused it.
And this morning, some state leaders are criticizing ABC News for pulling late night host Jimmy Kimmel off the air. The network's decision comes after the FCC chairman pushed back against a statement Kimmel made on his show about the Charlie Kirk assassination, connecting the suspect to President Trump's supporters. Representative Jim Himes and Senator Chris Murphy say that decision is an attack on free speech.
Right now in Torrington, the school board is weighing a dress code for teachers. We're working to find out what the current rules say, but we've learned the new ones allow teachers to wear sweatshirts and T-shirts, but only on certain days and if they promote education. Teachers can wear jeans as long as they're not ripped or stained. Union leaders say staff have no problem dressing professionally, but they say more conversations need to be had before these new rules are finalized. Well, Halloween really getting close here, and Lake Compounce Amusement Park is ready to help you get into the spooky spirit starting this weekend.
Your reporter Roger Suzanne in live in Bristol this morning. Roger, you feeling brave?
I'm feeling a little braver than I was earlier because thank goodness the sun has come out. It's not quite as spooky. It's not quite as dark. And now Madison here's the entertainment manager. Now Madison, you scared me a couple times earlier, but I got to ask, I'm a serious journalist. And how in the world are you able to actually try and scare a big, strong adult like myself? I just feel like it's, please leave, sir. Madison, help me. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I guess I see what that's all about, how you can still scare us here. This weekend is going to be a crazy good time, a scary good time, all because of a lot of very talented actors working here at Project Nightmare, right?
Yes, we have 19 very talented actors.
All right, so you got 19 actors. Phantom Fall Fest kicks off this weekend. You have 5 different haunts, but Project Nightmare is really the star of the show. It is brand new. Tell us a little bit behind what was the motivation here.
Yeah, so Project Nightmare is inspired by all the classic nightmares. When you think of folklore and when you think of a nightmare, what do you think of? You think of maybe giant baby dolls.
And one thing I can tell you is one of the themes here of Project Nightmare is how a lack of sleep can be scary, right, Madison? And for us that wake up very early in the morning, parents maybe, TV news people perhaps that work mornings, we can relate to that, right?
Oh, yes.
All right. Reporting live in Bristol, I'm Roger Suzanne, and I'm going to send it back to another man who knows about the scariness of the dangers of a lack of sleep, Scot Haney. And Scott, I know you know all about it, buddy.
Oh, man, Roger, you know that. You got that right. I love it. Have a great job, Roger.